Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's actually a man and his pet dog flying through the sky. Imagine spotting that.
Oh, yeah, better believe it, folks. That is a paragliding groodle, a golden retriever poodle. Justin Elliott is the man who takes his dog out for the treat to end all treats of a weekend. I'm pleased to say they're with us here in the studio. Nice to see you both.
Thanks for having me.
What on earth?
So we had, ever since I was in the Army, I kind of got addicted to air sports, and since then I've been paragliding, and it's been a passion of mine. And so about a year ago, when we adopted little Snickers here, we always had him on the hill and had him excited, and it was just kind of a matter of time before he was ready to go on his own.
So he's not little. He's a fair size of a dog here. You don't actually have him, attached to you like a baby Bjorn kind of setup, do you?
No. There's, I worked through with the designers to actually make sure that he was sitting in the right spot for his size and for his height. And so he actually is hooked to the glider.
So demonstrate how that would look. And I know that he's a little bit fired up about being here in the studio, but can you show us how it actually works? Obviously,
come here, Snickers. So we're basically, when we're on launch, we're basically sitting like this. Right. And he's hooked into the glider here. Yep. And then when I'm ready, he just say, go, 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 and he's...
Wow.
And was he a bit nervous to start with, or was he like, hook me up?
Well, we went through a lot of prep.
Why did I take off there?
We went through a lot of prep to make sure that he was used to the harness first. Then we wanted to make sure he was used to the environment, because there's a lot of wind and whatnot on launch. And once he was comfortable with all that, I wanted to make sure he's also used to being able to move, right next to me. And that was probably, part of the process that took the most. And once he was good with that, then, we gave our first test run.
I love it. Snickers loves these snacks. We're keeping him occupied here. And is it right that, only 6 months ago he was really a bit scared to get into a car, even a moving vehicle? So how do you train him to actually get used to doing what you're doing in the air?
Well, yeah, it was kind of, the working through kind of exactly what I said. I wanted to make sure he was comfortable with that environment. And you can kind of tell, right? There's different feedback from
Can I just say, Snickers hates the jib. He is eyeing that off with a passion everywhere it moves.
Thinks it's a seagull. Like
yeah,
when he's in the
this
air.
morning he jumped at a paper bag.
Did he? What does he think? Does he enjoy the experience, do you think? Or is he doing this when he's up in the air?
No, it
Set him
was
free.
nothing like this in the air. He was...
Go for it, Snickers.
Uh-oh.
Perfectly fine and
this'll end
calm.
well.
And we took a lot of measures to make sure that was the way as well. So I had a good friend of mine, Roger, from Sky Out Paragliding, on launch with me, making sure we had everything well prepared. And I had friends and family kind of watching the launch and the landing. And he was totally chill the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, the Snickers is making friends galore out there. Certainly loves a bit of adventure. Now, tell us, that harness that he's got on, don't exactly head down to the pet shop and say, oh, yeah, I'll just get a paragliding kit for my dog, thanks. How did that come about? Yeah,
so it's custom made. Roger introduced me to a company called Flugsau, who manufactured it and gave him the size and the metrics for Snickers, and they've custom built it for him.
And what sort of reaction do you get from people?
It's I was mostly focused on the people around me who I knew. I actually didn't realize there was that much videoing going on. So the reactions from Roger and my family who were nearby were great. We were
they
really
knew what was going on. But if
yeah.
you're just walking along the beach and you look up and suddenly there's a man and a dog strapped to him flying in the sky, it would make you look twice.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize until afterwards. You see all the views on TV, and then it's when we really realized it was hitting the internet sensation. And so really happy to hear that, and glad to see Snickers is so popular now.
Yeah, well, he's off out the back tucking into some cables, I'd imagine, at the moment.
He's very social. You never
the
know
cameras have got an eye on areas.
You never know what food he'll find hidden around here.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
Right. I'd be very careful back there, mate.
Well done.
No, he's coming back. Come on, Snickers.
Come on, Snickers. Come on, boy.
Snickers,
come here.
Come on.
Hey.
Well done. We look forward to seeing you flying.
Where are the treats?
In the sky.
Where are the treats? There we go. Come on. We've come full circle.
Well done.
Mate, great to see you, and wow, what an amazing little achievement to get this big fella up in the sky. Fantastic.